I don't know who needs to hear this, but this is our first video about dropshipping courses. Well, let's start off with first things first. Welcome guys, this is my official YouTube channel. I'm glad that you tapped in. If you're interested about dropshipping, you can click the link on my bio, visit my Instagram, visit my TikTok, visit every social media at Ecom Mastery. Well, today as we begin this first YouTube video, I'll be explaining things that benefits you from dropshipping and how to start dropshipping. And this is just basically the first video. Then we'll drop another video explaining everything towards you on how to start dropshipping. Well, first things first about dropshipping. Dropshipping has made things easy for us to start a business. You wondering how to start a business? Well, top of the dome, we got you covered with Shopify. Shopify helps you start an e-com business. What e-com is in simple words, you can start a business online. In simple words, start a business online. How you can start a business online? It's easy. You just go to shopify.com and you click and you can start with $1 for 3 months and you can open your legitimate store from there. You need to come up with a lot of things when you want to start a business. Those things come with a lot of things. You got to be serious when you want to start a dropshipping store or a business in general. If you want to start a business, right, we all know you need to go through circumstances and things that you need to complete for that business to work out. You don't just hop in and you expect for the best and fingers crossed. There's a lot towards a business. There's a lot towards keeping a business growing and getting revenue from the business. Well, on a business, right, let's keep it a buck on a business, right? You need to be realistic. You need to be serious and you meet each other halfway, half and half. It's like God giving you blessings and you need to work at the same time. He can steer you the direction, but you need to do all the work for yourself. So one, it's open a Shopify account. How you do that? As I said, go to shopify.com and sign up with the 3 months with $1 subscription, and you could start your store with the first month. Well, with the first month, what I recommend with the first month, right? You basically need to do as lot of research as you can. You know, at least if you have an idea of like what dropshipping is and how to start dropshipping, maybe if that can be helpful for you to start dropshipping. But there's a lot of people that don't know how to market on dropshipping. There's a lot of people that are slacking on payment methods. Some others don't know how to set it up. So there's a lot of complications throughout dropshipping with that alone. So I'm here to explain everything towards you, but with other videos that I'm going to be dropping soon. So guys, this is just like an intro on how and what is dropshipping. On dropshipping, you just create an online business, but it comes a long way than just opening a business. Opening a business comes with responsibility, comes with planning, it comes with dedication and consistency. Everyone says consistency, but they're not going to be consistent. When you have a business, you got to be consistent day by day. Even if you don't have sales, sometimes you need to test your products and they don't get sales and you get demotivated because you lost a lot of money because you spent money on ads and they didn't scale for you the way you wanted it to. So on dropshipping, there's a lot. So the more things that you need to know about dropshipping, don't have too much expectations, and you need to find trends that you would find online that people are interested in, and you need to make sure your products, that's why you need to have you need to have research on what you want to sell. You need to have like credibility on your business. You need to be keep on consistency. You need to find winning products. If you have researched so much on dropshipping, they always tell about you need to find winning products. Well, there's even presets that you can use on my course. I'm not saying that you should buy my course, but then there is ready and set products that are ready for you to use. But at the same time, starting a business, you need to actually put the time in your business. You don't just start a business and you don't run. You need to sacrifice your time. You need to sacrifice your responsibility towards that business to make it work. How are you going to make it work? You need to run ads. You need to be there. You need to show up every single time. You need to be depressed at some certain stage because there's no sales. How can you avoid all that from happening? And do your research. And before you do research, you need to make sure you're prepared to start an e-com business. You don't just jump in something you don't know anything about. You need to do proper investigations before you go to illegal circumstances. And the other thing is starting an ecom business, right? You need to like have logo, you need to create a theme, you need to create a slogan, you need to create a lot of things on a business, right? You need to create like ads, you need to run ads a lot of times. That's how to keep a business going. You need to run a lot of ads. Guys, I'm not gonna preach this enough. Ads, 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 ads. You need to run a lot of ads on ecom. If you can't run ads and you're not in a space where you can't afford to run ads, you can use organic ads, but they're not as profitable as running ads. Especially nowadays with artificial intelligence, it's a lot more easy to scale up with your ecom business. With artificial intelligence, you can scale up your account. It gets your product to the right people. Also, ecom doesn't just come with just simple methods. You need to brand your business. You need to create a theme for a business. You need to create a slogan. You need to have a niche that will hook around your customers when they click that website and they see, wow, okay, this is actually legit. You know, you need to grab their attention. It's like they buy with their eyes first. Before anything, you need to grab their attention with their eyes. So that's where web designing comes in. Also, you need to create at the back here. I have a whole setup that I'll show you on how I set it up a client's website for him, and he's moving perfectly right now. He set it everything perfectly. I helped him set his payment methods, his theme pages, motion graphics, everything, just to grab attention towards customers, because customers, they love things that grab their attention. No one just buys something that doesn't grab their attention, right? So you need to have those things. You need to be prepared to execute and stand out towards your website or business. It comes along towards just opening a business. If you want to run a continuously running revenue business, you need to show up, you need to be there, redesign your website. There's sometimes errors that you need to fix on your website. The checkout doesn't work out for others. You need to fix that. There's a lot of complications sometimes, but if you have the proper knowledge and the proper setups that you can use on your store, you could scale your account with ease. If you use AI, you could use organic runs. If you have a page on social media, you need to open pages. Social medias for your business. You need to advertise your branding to a lot of people. You need to get a lot of reach as you can with your product. You need to find a winning product that will hook someone that can help them. You know, someone needs something that can help them and benefit from them or benefit from it. They need to benefit from your product if they want to buy from it. It needs to have like demand towards it. It needs to have a helpful situation that can help someone in return. They don't just buy something that doesn't help. So you need to make sure that the product that you'll be selling is a product that can scale your business. You don't just pick any product. You need to find winning products that nobody can find on stores, that they can walk from their house or Uber to their house and just get it from the ordinary store. They need to find something they cannot find on a daily, which is where you need to do your research and come in and advertise yourself and business, that you get attention to the right audience that are interested in your product. All right, we have one of my clients' website that I designed for him. This is how we're looking so far. So as I was saying, it comes a long way towards just opening a website. You need to have nice images, you need to have a nice heading. You just need to keep the page interesting. As you can see, like if we can scale from the images by the looks of it, you see the detail, everything needs to be sorted. You need to make it comes a lot. You need to add navs, sections, groups, and everything, just for everything to work out. There's also free templates on my course on my website, on my link in description. You would find exactly nice presets on my channel, and you could redesign websites like this. Like my client wanted to start AirPods business, and he asked me, "Hey man, how can I start this AirPods business? I want to stand out on my website." And I was like, "Nah, man, I could help you with that. You just need to set up your website to a very nice designed website that would stand out to people. And this is how we are looking so far. Let me just scale in for you guys so you can see the bigger image. Your store needs to look professional. Your store needs to look eye-catching towards when they click it. When someone clicks this, you need to have at least also a coding intro where someone clicks your link, it shows like a welcome page, you know, and then takes them to the first page. And when they see, you can have listings of homepage, about products and contact where they can contact you. You need to add all these information towards the business and the headers. And the same way you would open a physical store and treat your customers is the same way you need to treat your customers online. Give them the best support service that you can. Give them the best updates that you can. You need to send them invoices whenever they make payments. You need to make sure that everything is listed accordingly to client satisfaction. You need to give it a professional feeling for your customers to make them come back again, to order again. You need to keep trust. You need to build trust towards your clients with your website. You need to be there as customer service. You need to be there as answering everybody that's lost on your page, that they're not getting what they're looking for. You need to explain to them what is there that's available on your shop, that's on sale, that can help them benefit for them, that they can feel trust to buy on your site, because some others don't feel like buying unless they talk to somebody. So you need to be there on the reach out to communicate with your customers. Whenever you run ads and they get shifted to your store, they need to ask further questions. You need to be on standby. And that will be the end of the video. If you loved this video, leave a comment down below, leave a subscribe button, and turn on your post notifications every time I post, and you stay updated, guys. Love you guys. Stay at Ecom Mastery, and let's rock on, guys.